Burkina Faso, a small country of 9 million people in the heart of West Africa. It is a country rich in culture and spirit, and a place that has inspired many to learn the meaning of generosity. Wisdom Spring Inc. was created to help facilitate an exchange of ideas, support, and knowledge about this vibrant country known as the Land of Upright People. The founder of Wisdom Spring is Sabamfu Some, a teacher from Burkina Faso who has spent the last decade sharing the wisdom of community and healing from her country with the West as a way of raising awareness. She spoke early on of the challenges of having fresh water available in the villages, as often wells were few and far between. She shared of her own experiences carrying heavy containers of water for hours each day, from the well to her home and back again. These stories caught the imagination of Kristen Kalinschak, a teenager in Leesburg, Virginia, who, with the help of Susan Hoff and a community of other teenagers, created the Walk for Water. This is an annual event held in Leesburg in which locals walk to raise money to build wells in Burkina and other villages throughout West Africa.
Ticket should be right here.
All right, you ready for the walk?
Yeah!
All right, we're going to be starting in 2 minutes, and we're going to walk that way.
In the last 4 years, the walk has raised around $150,000. With each well costing around $8,000 to $10,000, this means that a lot of work can be done. And each year a new batch of teenagers appear to continue on the project, with many more wells to come. These images were from a trip in 2005 that Kristen took to Burkina to begin the digging of the first well funded by money raised through the Walk for Water. At first, each well would be hand-dug, with only some assistance from drilling. As of 2006, however, Wisdom Spring has contracted with a local company in Burkina to drill all of the wells planned throughout the countryside. The footage here is from a well that was drilled last summer. Throughout the drilling, the villagers watched, bearing witness to the entire process. Here we see all the layers of earth and its colors. How often do we stop to appreciate how diverse the earth is beneath us? Although it took 24 hours, villagers sat and witnessed each moment. Playing in the early runoff as the drill hit small pockets of water on the way. And even when it was in the middle of the night. As morning arrived, so did the water. Here you can see that even the runoff water is used. The villagers do not let anything go to waste. Then it is off to another site in another village. And 24 hours later, another well would be completed. But water is only the beginning. Another key project for Wisdom Spring has been education. Currently, there are several projects focusing on raising funds for tuition and supplies for children throughout Burkina. These funds have come through the Art for Africa and gift certificate initiatives, which so far have raised around $20,000. In addition, there has also been the creation of a library and book fund. Education in the village and education in the city face some similar challenges. Only 25% of Burkina Faso's population is literate, with fewer than 30% of the youth attending school past the 6th grade. Tuition has also been a challenge for many families, as unemployment is high in Burkina. Interestingly, $25 can send a young person to school for a year, and the focus of the gift certificate program has been to show how a small amount of generosity can have a deep impact. Perhaps the most important aspect of the education project is the support Sabamfu is creating for the ancient teachings and practices of the community to be maintained and passed on to the youth of Burkina. This approach allows for these vital teachings to remain and not become lost to the cities and to the speed of modern life. A third project, that is still in its initial stages, is exploring ways in which a mutual exchange of ideas and skills can occur in the realm of farming and sustainable agriculture. As a country near to the Sahara, this will become of increasing interest in the coming years. This is just a glimpse of some of the projects blooming in this diverse and generous country. Generosity is about exchange, and it is about acknowledging others as we would acknowledge ourselves. The hope of Wisdom Spring and of Sabamfu is that you will feel inspired to participate, to learn, and to offer something of yourself, for there is much to be exchanged. Barka and Ashe.